Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kyra, and here on my channel, we're all about real makeup for real life and real people. If you are new here, a very special welcome to you. Again, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave today, if you like what you see, of course. And it'll also help you find my videos more easily Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday when I upload. And if you ring that little notification bell to all, allegedly, YouTube will let you know when that happens. So today's video is one of my favorite videos to film every single month, and that is my November 2020 month in review. If you're new to this series on my channel, this is just kind of a monthly wrap up. Things I've been loving, things that I haven't been loving, things that give me chemical burns on my lips. That's coming, as well as any channel updates, and as well as newly, now that I'm back to shopping my stash, and because you guys really seemed keen to look into my drawers as I pick out items for the month, I just thought I would update you about any standout products from the previous month. And then, not tomorrow, but the 2nd of December, my new Shop My Stash will go up. I'm going to be in a collab tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. So let's talk about my tops for the month. First and foremost, I am so excited to be back to shopping my stash. I have absolutely loved and used the snot out of all the products that I picked for November. I'll link that down below in case you missed it. But I've used everything in my Shop My Stash, I think, other than 2 products, which I will try to use tomorrow before I pull my new products for December. But I've just been having a good old time. It's been like a curated little collection over here in a basket on my desk, and I've just been reaching for those products every single day. But the first makeup top for the month of November is this little guy right here, who happened to be in my Shop My Stash. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I have mine in the shade Light Pink. I see now that they have one that is a light shade on Ulta that is not pink, and I might consider picking that one up at some point. But this one works really well, and this is what the powder looks like. It's really beautiful. It's almost like a finishing powder because it's just very soft, smooth, the whole thing. But I actually have been using it to set my face. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but there it is. But the thing about it is it says Halo Glow, but it's not that glowy. Like, you're not gonna look like you just ran a half marathon and you're just glowing or greasy or whatever. I don't even know if that made sense, but it's beautiful. It's not matte, I think is what they're getting at, and I just really like this. I'm actually quite blown away that I like a drugstore loose setting powder as much as I love this one. I use this all month too, and there's barely any product missing, which is kind of funny. But this is the first, I should say, drugstore loose setting powder that I really like and will continue to reach for alongside some of my other favorites like Laura Mercier, Hourglass Veil. This is a good one, very good. Next is another Shop My Stash product, and it is the Ilia Balmy Gloss. It's in the shade Tahiti, which is really, really pretty. It's a little sheer, which I like. It's very easy and wearable. This is the shade I have right here, and it's super comfortable. I would say it does have a little bit of a lip gloss quality to it, but it feels more like a lip oil or like a really beautiful hydrating lip gloss. No scent to it, so if you're typically put off by scented lip products, this one is not. This is also a green brand for sale at Sephora, which is where I picked mine up. I just really like this. I like the color. Kind of reminds me of the color of Marc Jacobs Kiss Kiss Bang Bang lipstick, and I really like that color a lot. It goes with a lot in terms of looks that you might wear. It's something that it fits with warm. I think it would go with this more cool tone eye look if I put it on. It's just really beautiful and special, and I would kind of like to get a nude shade in this. Not that I need any more lip glosses in my life right now. Next, let's talk a palette. This is one that I have enjoyed so much, not just this month, but the last couple of months. It is also one of the palettes that I kept out when I packed all of my makeup for the move to our new house, and that is the Natasha Denona GLAM palette. Now, I definitely see GLAM and can pull GLAM out of this, but for me, this is also just the perfect neutral palette. I love warm neutrals, but I think neutral and cool tone neutrals are harder to find, and this palette really does it very well. There's teensy little bits of warmth in here, as you would have seen in my review of this palette. I did 3 easy looks with this palette for you guys, so I'll go ahead and link that as well down in the description box. I love that I feel like I have all the shadows, matte shadows, that I need when I reach into this palette in order to create an eye look and use this palette only. It's not that I won't mix eyeshadow palettes, I absolutely will, but when I'm talking about an everyday palette, I want to feel like everything is that I need is included in this palette. And that's exactly how I feel about this one. It's very easy to grab for, very easy to use, and I'm just loving on it. What is going on with the hair? Anybody? It's a day. Whatever. You're not here for the hair, are you? I don't typically talk about mascara too much on my channel, but one you may have heard me talk a lot about in November, and I really like, is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. I am working on testing the new L'Oreal Air Volume Mega Mascara. I love it. Spoiler alert, but stay tuned. But this is really good, and I really like this for a more dramatic effect. The L'Oreal, I feel like, is more everyday. It's what I have on today, and it gives length for days, but this is really good. This is a nice, thick, volumizing, dramatic mascara. When I wear a more dramatic eye look, I'm looking for something more like this that's not only going to coat my lashes like the L'Oreal, but it's going to give some thickness and some real depth and darkness to my lashes. And this definitely does that. This is the one that has just the very typical sort of Christmas tree shaped 'tis the season wand. And I do really like it. I think it gets better as it dries out. I've been using this all of November, maybe, yeah, part of October too, I think. And I just really like it. I love the price point. That's great. Everybody and their grandma talks about this here on YouTube, and I'm really late to the game, but I'm glad that I went ahead and tried it out anyways, because it is something I can see having on hand in my collection when I really want that drama in my eyelashes. And last top for the month is a lip liner, and I don't talk about those too much. I do have my Holy Grail MAC Whirl pencil that I absolutely adore, and I use that like 9 times out of 10 until I bought this one, and I really, really like this. It's the Milani Understatement lip liner. I have the shade Nude Entrance. It is a retractable pencil, which I do like. I mean, I don't mind a wood pencil. Love this color. This is the shade that I have on today with just a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk along with it. And it's just a really lovely color for contouring my lips without being obvious, right? Sometimes I go for that real dark brown, sort of more obvious 90s ombre lip sort of thing. But sometimes, especially lately, I just want something to lightly contour my lips to make them look more full. This one does set down pretty nicely as well without being uncomfortable, but it's so smooth and glidey. I love that I can fill my lips in all the way with it. Love my MAC lip liners, but let's be real, they're a little on the dry side, and so filling in your lips takes a little longer. It's a little more tedious, but with this, it just fills the lips in lickety split, and I really like this. I think it will become a staple in my collection because of its color. It is just different enough from MAC Whirl, I believe. Let's test that theory out. Yeah, well, I don't know, kind of similar. This is Whirl from MAC. I'd say they're very similar, actually. Very similar. I don't know, maybe this Milani one's gonna give MAC Whirl a run for its money because it's retractable and easier to use and a very similar color. I guess we'll find out, you know? All right, let's talk chemical burns on my lips. This is the one and only bottom product for this month, and that is because it is so bad I can't even put anything up against it in terms of fails for the month. I wear chapstick constantly. Like, I cannot stand the feeling of just completely dry lips, nothing on the lips. So I'm always wearing lip balm. I'm always trying out new lip balms because my favorites are the little potted fresh sugar balms, and they're so expensive and I go through them so quickly. Anyhoozle, I picked this product up. It's from the brand Hemp's. It is baked with CBD. It is the Minty and Mellow Peppermint Herbal Lip Balm. 15 milligrams CBD. Comes in this cute little tin. I was very excited. We have the words mellow and peppermint. And it does smell minty. I don't get any like marshmallow scent out of it. It is this like hard balm inside of the tin. I don't have any pictures to show you, but I don't know if it's, I know mint can be irritating in lip products, and especially lip products that you're applying a lot. And I don't know if it's because this mint is combined with CBD, because I've used other CBD lip products and loved them and never had anything close to a reaction like this. But this literally burned off at least the first 2 layers of skin on my lips. Around my lips looks like I had been making out with someone who had a beard for hours, but it was not good. And as it started to heal, I just had flakiness, like my lips felt like sandpaper. It was really unpleasant for a good week. And of course I immediately stopped using this because I knew that that's what this was, or what the issue was, because this was the only thing that was new that I had been using on my lips. And so I highly recommend that you stay away from this. And I will say, thank goodness for Jessica Braun, because she had mentioned before that when she has super duper like dry, cracked lips, she was having a hard time finding anything that would help heal her lips. Or at least, you know, seal her lips so that the healing could begin. And she mentioned that she just used plain old Aquaphor, like not the Aquaphor lip product, that's a different product, but the plain Aquaphor that she got in like a tiny little travel mug, and then she refills it. Mug? Travel container pot. Anywho, and she said that really helped. So I went on Amazon immediately upon having the reaction to this and picked up 2 little, like, they call them like to-go tubes of Aquaphor ointment, just the plain stuff. You might have put it on your kids' butts when they were little. And that completely helped heal made the healing process a little more comfortable, maybe a little bit faster. And oh, thank goodness for that, because this is terrible. Let's talk about some standout products, just a couple of standout products from my Shop My Stash this month. First and foremost, bronzer. You know how I've been with my bronzer lately. And it's this guy right here. It is the Jouer, I don't know why I say it that way. It's the Jouer Sunswept Bronzer Duo, and this is in the medium to deep range. I didn't use as much of this. I used a little bit of this like way up in the hairline where I have trouble getting like that pigment up there, so I don't have a white hairline with bronzer, you know what I'm saying. But I mostly use this shade over here, which is Sun Kissed, and then this is Sunset. I enjoyed this a whole lot this month. I had one more sheeny, luminous, shimmery, I wouldn't call it shimmery, luminous I had this for my luminous bronzer, and then I had Hoola in the Benefit Blush Bar for my matte bronzer, and I enjoyed them both so much. And I love that because the reason I had pulled this into my Shop My Stash was I was pretty sure I hadn't used this at all in 2020, maybe once. So I definitely feel like I got good use out of it this month, and it was a standout to me. I really, really enjoyed reaching for that. And speaking of the Benefit Blush Bar, it too was a star this month in my Shop My Stash. This is the Cheeks on Point blush and bronzer palette. Hubby got this for me a year or two ago. And you have Dandelion, Gold Rush, California, Rockateur, and Hoola. And I definitely dug into Hoola this month. I really enjoyed that bronzer. I always have. I just don't reach for this palette a whole ton. But now I feel like I will because I enjoyed this so much this month. I mostly used Hoola and then Dandelion, just one. And I have a little bit of Dandelion on my apples today just to zhuzh things up before I filmed. Also love Rockateur. Think I maybe used a little bit of Gold Rush as a topper over Dandelion. And I did wear California a couple of times. Still not my favorite blush. I've always kind of like meh about Dandelion, but I really like this blush. It's one of those blush that kind of goes with everything. If you do a look and you're like, crap, now what color blush am I gonna wear? I recommend Dandelion. It's a good universal blush if it will show up on your skin tone. If you're much more than a medium skin tone, not gonna show up on you at all, but I just think it's a good, like, kind of universal blush to reach for when you're not sure what to reach for. Channel updates and announcements. First and foremost, I'm really excited to report that I'm giving Project Panning another whirl next year, 2021. You can expect an intro not only from me, but from my girl Angela at Beauty by Angela. She and I are going to do a rolling project pan. I'm not going to give you all the information, but just know that I do have a project pan coming up for you guys in 2021. The other thing I wanted to make mention of is that we will not have a month in review for December because I will be doing end of year videos. I'll be doing the 3rd annual Journey and Beauty Awards this year, which will be super fun. We'll be doing year-end makeup empties, seeing how much makeup I finished up this year and my thoughts on that. And so I just wanted to let you know that. Also wanted to put out there that if you have any ideas for categories that you would like to see in the Journey and Beauty Awards, I'm going to have my 2019 Journey and Beauty Awards linked down in the description box for you. So if you want to go back and watch that and add any categories to the awards this year, I am definitely open to that. So let me know if there's anything that you really want to see from that down in the comments. And that's a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, this is always a favorite video of mine to film every month because I'm just always excited to report back to you guys on what's been going around the beauty room in the month. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you could give it a thumbs up for me, leave a comment, share it with your friends, family, and social media if you think someone might like my content. And with all of that said, I really hope that all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, and I will see you in my next video tomorrow.